Let's go! Whee-hee!
Well, I'm embarrassed to say I've been playing this game for so long. When it launched back on the Super NES back in the early 1990s, and it was one of the first games I picked up to play for Nintendo.
Okay, this is coming from someone who lost a job because of the Mario Kart on the SNES. I literally played it so much that I didn't go to sleep one night, ended up missing work the next day and got fired, which was a blessing because I ended up here at Nintendo.
I think I remember wasting many hours sitting there trying to beat some of the other players, because I will confess I'm not the best gamer, but this one was just so much fun to pick up, and it's been great to see it grow through the years.
In 1992, Nintendo brought all their familiar faces from the Mario franchise to the racetrack and gave birth to Super Mario Kart, a one-of-a-kind racing game that allowed you to toss banana peels or hurl Koopa shells at your opponents as you blasted through the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario Kart mixes the cartoony world of Mario with easy-to-pick-up gameplay and an extremely competitive edge that keeps players coming back for more. The game split the screen between the racetrack and an interactive map that would show you when others spun out. With increasingly difficult courses and engine sizes, the single-player game was notoriously difficult, but a great training ground to give you the edge in multiplayer races and battles. Super Mario Kart took home the trophy as one of the Super Nintendo's most popular titles.
Welcome to Mario Kart!
In 1996, Nintendo launched the Nintendo 64 video game system, and months later, Mario Kart 64. The sequel featured colorful three-dimensional courses and characters, updated graphics, new power-ups, a power slide boost, and for the first time, 4-player races and battles. To put it mildly, Mario Kart 64 was a huge success. The new analog stick made the control a lot smoother, which meant the multiplayer was more addictive than ever when you went up against 3 of your closest friends and worst enemies. Mario Kart 64 was everything fans wanted and more. In 2001, Mario Kart finally went handheld, as Mario Kart Super Circuit was released for the Game Boy Advance, and lots of kart fans considered it to be the best yet. Despite being portable, the game looked even better than the Super Nintendo version, and brought back its original tracks in 3D, with a total of 40 courses to test your skills on. Like its predecessors, Mario Kart Super Circuit was challenging, addictive, and a blast to play. On November 18, 2001, the Nintendo GameCube was released. And soon, gamers experienced the next generation of Mario Kart, Double Dash. The biggest change to the series was the ability to race with 2 players on a single kart for twice as many weapons and twice as much damage. One player drove, the other dealt out Koopa shells, and the Z button swapped their positions. These upgraded karts could be controlled single player or co-op, and each racer had his or her own exclusive attack and specialized vehicle, which added a lot more strategy when it came to picking your character and kart. The new abilities added layers and layers of strategy for longtime fans, but Mario Kart still maintained the pick-up-and-play control that made each game so fun, and flaunted its stunning graphics and vibrant colors. If that wasn't enough, the multiplayer added 2 new equally addictive modes, Shine Thief and Ba-Bomb Blast. It was clear that wherever Nintendo went, Mario Kart would follow. With 2005 coming to an end, Nintendo has launched Nintendo Wi-Fi connection for Nintendo DS with none other than Mario Kart DS. New and old racers will now be able to battle each other from around the world on new courses and classic tracks from Super Nintendo to 64. With the unique dual screens, the DS gameplay mirrors the original split-screen Mario Kart. The 5th game in the popular series has all the courses, characters, weapons, and non-stop gameplay to keep the franchise racing along at full speed.